This is a meeting of the Plainfield Planning Commission on April 20th, 2026. And we'll call the meeting to order with the first item on the agenda, the approval of the minutes of the last meeting. Can we have a motion to approve?
I motion to approve.
And a second?
Second.
Any discussion on the minutes? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, minutes are approved. The first item on the agenda is we had discussed meeting at 6 p.m. going forward versus 7 p.m. I know David can't make the meeting, but he was in favor of that. I don't know if you are Karen or Nico, but it was worth trying that discussion again, because Karen, you didn't want to try to do it until the end of April, or maybe the end of your zoning administrator position, or the beginning of the nursery position. I don't know. Just wanted to get your feelings on it.
I think 7 o'clock's too late.
So 6 o'clock is good.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go 5 o'clock. That's when but the select board has been meeting at 6. So, and David was good with 6.
Yeah,
So,
6. Me.
6 is good for you?
Yeah.
Okay. And I know it was good for David. So since it's I think we'll try to hold it at 6. Could we have a motion to change the regular meeting time from 7 p.m. to 6 p.m. on the first and third Mondays of each month?
I propose we move the meeting time to 6 o'clock on the first and third Mondays of every month.
Okay, in a second?
Me?
Yep. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we'll do that. We'll move that up to that time and date. I think I got to do that on the town website, but by then I have to reserve. I reserve the meeting room, so I have to change that reservation for Monday. It'll be Monday the 4th at 6 p.m. Okay, the only other item on the agenda was, are we ready to move the zoning onto the select board with the provision that I put numbers on the pages and the corresponding numbers in the table of contents, which I don't think I can do manually, because the table of contents is a table, doesn't relate to because I tried doing it, you tried doing it, Nico, it got to be a mess.
Right, I think you're right. You can't mess with it, but the 1 or 2 changes I made updated automatically, it seemed.
Okay.
Well, that was a while ago. I don't know.
Yeah. I think the safest thing to do is I'll give it a go to do it manually, and just make a few more formatted changes. But I did make the change that minor subdivision, all the references to minor subdivisions are gone, and there was a couple of suggestions that Karen made that we did. So I think it's close to what we've been talking about. Karen had some thoughts about the minor subdivision, but we'll go around that so many times that
it's irrelevant now.
Yeah, we'll never get it right.
I can't remember. I was reading somewhere today in the subdivision that we referred to the calling it not the Plainfield zoning regulations, but land use and whatever. But I don't think, let's not.
No, I could make that change, make sure all the land use regulations stay zoning, because we decided to keep it zoning because that's what people,
so
colloquialism.
I read it in the draft one today when I was doing subdivision somewhere. Mm-hmm. So you might want to go through and find where in random places where it's revert, to the Plainfield land use regulations.
I'll try a word search and I'll get the ones that I can find. And if I don't get them all, it's not the end of the world.
No, because the last couple of ones we had planning commission where it should have been zoning.
And all I know, there'll still be problems.
Right. But I did see that today when I was meeting with a person who was talking about subdivisions. So.
Okay, and then
so you might want to do a word search for that.
I'll try that again. I'll do that. It won't be perfect, but it's still a draft. It's still a draft. So, any other concerns? Nico, you okay with forwarding it?
Yep.
We got to put. Yeah, we got to. Yep. Send it out. Okay. So, can we have a motion to approve sending the current draft dated for WC draft zoning 2026 420, which is, I think, the name put on the file, to the select board in the form of a PDF and a Word document for their consideration of a hearing. You could just say,
Yes.
I move that. And Karen, you
I
can do it.
second.
Okay. You don't need to repeat the whole thing. It's already on. It's in the transcript and it's on the video, and I'll write it down. So, any further discussion on that? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Yeah. Okay, so we did that. We'll see where it goes. Alan, you got your hand up again.
Okay, I'm going to thank you for the draft that you sent me.
Yep.
And is that the one that's going before the select board?
I'll send you the corrected draft that we just accepted tonight. I'll send it to you as a Word document, and then I'll send it to you. I got to do all the page numbers as a PDF. The changes are very minor, but you might as well have the version that we just did. So I'll just update it.
Thank you, folks, so much. Thanks.
Sure thing. Okay, that's all we had to do tonight.
All right.
So sorry to make you drive all the way into town. How are the roads?
They're okay.
Yep. How was your opening weekend?
Saturday was great, beautiful. It was like 65 degrees, clear. People were, the daffodils were blooming, and then it was like
Boom.
rain, hail. The first half of the morning, snow started around 1. Wet, cold snow, very sloppy, mucky. People didn't want to get out of their car.
It's April.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, the warm weather will come.
Yeah. No, it's good. Just slow it. Everything was going a little too fast.
Yeah.
It's good to slow it down. Any word from David? How's he doing?
He said he's feeling better. He's going to go to the. He needs to go to the. Have some work done on Wednesday, and he should be on the mend.
All right.
That's good to hear.
It's good.
He said if he really needed to come to this meeting, he could, but we got a quorum. He was all in favor of moving it on, I think, and he was all in favor of moving it to 6 p.m. So I'll let him know. Okie doke. Well,
All right.
Great.
hope you have something else to do in town. Maybe go to the hardware store and pick up some nuts and bolts or something.
Go home. Go home. It's easy.
Okay. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we have a motion to adjourn?
Adjourn.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. That
Have a
was
good night.
easy.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you, folks. Have a good night.
Yep.